Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Time to BS Podcast. And now to thank the sponsors of the show, starting with Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. That's right, FREE free. There are creative tools that allow you to record and edit your show right from your phone or even your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast on iTunes, Google Podcasts, and many more. It's the best way and everything you need to make a podcast, all in one simple place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm today. Hello, friends. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Time to BS Podcast, part of the Unhinged Sports Network. Now, to thank the sponsors who support this show. Are you looking for your team's favorite gear at the best prices? Look no further than Fanatics.com. Fanatics is a proud sponsor of the Unhinged Sports Network and Time to BS Podcast. Fanatics has some great deals all day, every day. Get your fan on at Fanatics.com. U Stadium is home to the best sports fans around. Chat and debate with fans every day and win some great prizes along the way. U Stadium has supported us since the very beginnings of our show at the days of the Sports Cave. And you can support them too. Download U Stadium on Apple and Google today. Time to BS Studios is home to Time to BS Podcasts, The Sports Cave, and BS Sessions. Follow us on social media on Twitter and Instagram at Time to BS Podcast for updates on future episodes. The Sports Cave streams live weekly on YouTube, and BS Sessions is home to the realest talk around. Join the BS Army and follow us on our journey today. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to all of those advertisements. Now, as they always say in theaters, enjoy the show, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we fucking made it.
It's time to BS.
It's not one of my proudest moments, that's for
And
sure.
you paid the price this Sunday for it. You paid the piper.
Yes, oh, thank you, Karma.
The Church of Josh Allen.
Yes,
Church
the
of
Church
Josh Allen.
the Church of Josh Allen.
Held your sins against you.
Yes, the Church of Josh Allen is not pleased with me right now.
A U Stadium podcast.
Grace!
Still struggling?
Shop!
And part of the Unhinged Sports Network.
And now to start your weekend with us.
It's time to BS.
And here we go. Starting up. Yeah!
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
Game 3, boys. Here we go. Welcome to Time to BS Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the 105th episode. You get my full douchebaggery today as Islanders Bruins Game 3 is on as we're recording this. So if you hear Let's Go Islanders in the background, that is why. Oh, it's going to be awesome. 85% capacity at Nassau Coliseum. It is loud in there. Also, Jack is here.
Hello.
Hello,
You
friends.
hear me silently laughing in the background. Here I am.
If
It's basically a watch party for Game 3 is what this is, and
Oh, it's
holy
fantastic.
shit, this crowd.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, you get my full assholeness here in Game 3 today. It's gonna be fantastic. So, Jack, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Pretty good.
Are you upset about the good old Lakers there?
Yeah. I'm willing to take the L on that one if they lose tonight, and I'm predicting they will get their asses handed to them tonight if
Oh, it's great.
Anthony Davis does not play.
So let's understand the backstory of what happened here. The New York, not the New York Islanders. Damn it, I'm so focused on this game. Holy shit! But John, our co-host, predicted in an episode that the Suns would destroy the Lakers. That's an unfair matchup if the Suns and Lakers were to face each other in the playoffs, which is the case. They face in the first round. The Lakers being the 7th seed, the Suns being the second best record in the NBA as a whole, right?
I believe.
I believe so. The Suns are currently up 3-2 on the Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, John might be right here.
There's a real chance he could be right, and
But
it's unfortunate.
But that's not the funny part. Sorry to interrupt you, but that's not the funny part. The funny part was Ryan raging.
That was the funny
little
part.
friend Splash raging over. Now, let's be clear. Jack is a Laker fan, but Ryan is probably the biggest LeBron dick rider that we know. And he has every right to be. LeBron brought him a championship in Cleveland. He has every right to be. Oh, man, here we go.
Your feet is slightly ahead of mine. They're just finishing up the anthem on mine.
Oh, I'm so pumped. Tuukka Rask isn't healthy, though. That's the thing. He's battling injury. He's battling an injury.
Speaking of not healthy, this is where we can get back to the whole Lakers-Suns thing, because the reason the Lakers were in this situation, I feel as though it's because they had, or I felt at the time it was because they had a good team, but they were getting hurt. They were constantly just getting destroyed by the injury bug all year long. James.
They were fucked. They were fucked.
LeBron James, this is the longest absence of his entire career. He's never missed this many games before.
Fair point.
Anthony Davis getting hurt too, and like that's what let the Lakers drop to as low of a seed as they did.
Here we
and
go.
Into the play-ins.
Puck drop and away we go from Nassau Coliseum. Here we go.
So if LeBron never gets hurt or doesn't miss that much time, or if Anthony Davis never gets hurt,
they're a top 3 seed easily.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. They're not in this situation, and if Anthony Davis, I assume
to save his life.
If Anthony Davis stays healthy, the Lakers win this series in 5.
Bruh. Holy shit. The defense is suffocating Boston so far. Sorry to... again, I wasn't kidding when I said you get my full-on D-baggery today in this episode. I wasn't kidding.
The TV camera is literally shaking with how loud it is in this building.
It is loud in Nassau. I love it. I'm here to snort all of it.
New York Jets head coach Robert Saleh is in the building wearing an Islanders jersey.
Oh, love him already. Love him already.
I just love that he's out of the division.
Did you see Dan Feeney, the Jets guard, who was had a fantastic mullet, by the way, was chugging a few beers in the Islanders Penguins series? It was gross.
I don't remember that. I remember somebody, who was that, who played for Nashville? Or not Nashville, Tennessee.
Tara Lewan?
Yeah. Him just literally smashing a beer at that game.
I love him. He's the man. Second most current playoff victories and second most current playoff victories? Really? How about that? I thought it'd be higher. Than that. Interesting. Holy crap. It is loud in there. But yeah. Anthony Davis and LeBron James, if they're healthy, the Lakers are top 3 seed.
Exactly.
Oh, just missed it.
And I honestly never predicted that. I thought Anthony Davis was going to be playing his butt off. He sucked in game 1, and then game 2 and 3, he bounced right back. And then he gets hurt again in game 4. Here's
the issue with that. He can't stay healthy to save his life.
Is glass cannon, is that the term?
His body is made of glass. He's literally made of glass.
Just the glass man. Yeah. Like, he's fucking incredible at the game.
He's a great player.
Top 10 player.
There was a point where people discussing him as the best player in the NBA once LeBron James retires.
Top 10 player, maybe top 5 player, I don't know.
How is your feet of the game?
I'm a little more casual NBA, but like, if he does not play tonight, LeBron proved in game 5 he doesn't have what it takes anymore really to lead this team to a series win. This is where
he walked out in game 5.
This is where I bring up the issue of depth. Never, ever tell me that depth is not important in the NBA. I can't stand when somebody says that.
Thank you.
I cannot stand it.
Thank you.
fucking
I
ridiculous. You
immediately
need depth.
look at a team like the Miami Heat. Immediately look at Miami for that occasion. Miami has depth everywhere. Everywhere. It is incredible that they have lost the way that they have this year. Incredible to me.
It's not just all about duos. It's
Thank
not just
you.
all about having like one or two like incredible players. It's the reason why I feel the Warriors were able to win all those titles like year after year after year.
Yeah.
Because they had a really deep team and they were
true.
winning games because of it. And
That's a fair point.
it's like you need to have depth because like that's what the Lakers just proved. You lose your top two players,
You're fucked.
who the fuck else is going to do something? Somebody
That's
either
true.
someone has to step up. Somebody has to step up in a huge way if it's not LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, let's discuss about that. LeBron walked out on his team with 5 minutes left, down by what, 10?
Mhm.
Oof. That's not a good look.
That's not.
That is not a good look. Holy shit, what a hit. But I want to get your thoughts on a certain Atlanta Falcon.
Okay.
Julio Jones. I'm not buying he's getting traded to any one of us.
No.
Especially not you, because you can't afford him.
We already are out of that, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah, you're out of that? You're out?
I think somebody, I think a source with the Rams or something told someone that the Rams were out on Julio, which is fine with me. I don't think we needed him. We already have too many wide receivers.
No, you don't need him. Thank you.
It would have been nice, but we don't need him.
Mike made a joke on his podcast the other day where I was like, can you imagine if Arizona or San Francisco gets Julio Jones? I'm like, I would throw myself out the window face first through 3 windows at 2-inch glass.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh shit, breakaway. Nope, damn it. You're behind on me, are you?
I might be.
Holy shit, they're suffocating them. Boston can't get anything going.
How much time is left on your screen right now?
16-11.
I had 16:32 and my
Yeah, you're
feed
way
buffered.
behind.
My feed just buffered too, so that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, you're behind on me. Are you using the NBC Sports app, by the way?
I'm using Hulu. I should probably use NBC
probably
Sports.
why. That's why. Holy hell. All right, I'm going to spoil it for you. Boston cannot get anything going.
That doesn't surprise me.
Boston can't do anything.
It's not much of a spoiler. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest based on the overtime I was watching.
And the defense, holy crap. I mean, Boston, what was Boston? 3rd in the league in scoring this year? Boston, the Bruins were like were 3rd in the league in scoring, behind only Colorado and Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, here we go, Pollock. Oh, damn it. I didn't miss quite much at all. Didn't miss quite much at all, lads. Again, you'll get my full-on deep...
Did you just spill something?
No. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably. God damn it. Yes! I spilled the beer. That's no good. I spilled it ever so slightly. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. God damn, now I really spilled it.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's foaming. Oh, God.
This man's out here spilling beers mid-game.
God, I'm pissed.
Okay, I got an ad playing, but I got it up on NBC.
What's up?
It's playing an ad, but I got it up on NBC Sports.
All right, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you'll be behind. You'll be behind by like 20 seconds. You'll be behind by like 20-ish seconds. Damn it! Fuck me in the ass. Craig Smith, top shelf, 1-0 Boston.
See, that's the thing. Hockey's
Oh.
hockey is
Start to stay. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, folks. It won't be easy. He'll get Barzell. Of course, Barzell on the turnover. What a surprise. Matt Barzell, who tries to deke and dunk through every way, shape, or form. And Taylor Hall, what a fucking surprise. Oh, it tipped it, too. Eberle tipped it. That makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. You just tipped it.
See, the thing is about hockey is goalies can get cold sometimes because you're talking about how New York is basically suffocating them.
Yeah, they're suffocating the defense.
But then that means the other goalie, who's your goalie, Varlamov, is
Varlamov,
like,
who, by the way,
standing
was
there.
third in MVP votes one year for the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, and that means Varlamov, this the whole time while Boston is being suffocated, Varlamov's just kind of standing there getting a cold.
Oh, oh my God, almost a good shot. Yeah, that's true. But let's talk about a certain Toronto Maple Leafs team.
No. Oh, Toronto. Or should we say the Toronto Maple Laughs?
You did this to yourselves, you fucksticks. This is what happens when you spend $44+ million on 4 fucking forwards.
First franchise, though. Like, Jesus Christ.
How is that not a penalty? Holy shit.
Can't get out of the first round for shit.
Can't get out of the first round for shit, boys.
Up 3-1? Nope.
Their only playoff win, to my knowledge, was against the New York Islanders back in 2002.
Well, that should have been a penalty.
Oh, you saw that one too?
Yeah, I just saw it. That should have been a fucking
penalty.
Refs are keeping their whistles in their asses tonight.
Which is good. Play playoff hockey. This is good.
It's somewhat good, but like that should have been a penalty.
Yeah, that it took him down. That could have been a penalty to the highest order. Varley, don't you fucking dare, you Scottish, Russian.
What was I going to look up? I forgot.
I don't know. What were you going to look up?
I don't know. Something that had to do with Toronto. I think.
Oh, breakaway! Here we go. Damn it. Who's more annoying, Pierre Maguire or Tony Romo? Tough, right?
I don't think Tony Romo's annoying.
I think he's annoying.
I think Tony's interesting though because like he's funny. It's just that he has a lot more moments than I would like to where he just screams and yells about something that he doesn't need to scream and yell about.
This is true.
But I think overall he's a funny guy. And I like how he's like he brings that like nervous energy sometimes, I feel like, is what I like to call it. Because like when I'm watching a close game, I remember the Rams were playing the Seahawks in 2018. It was the week before the Chiefs game. And Tony Romo was calling that game. And like that, I was like really like into that. Like he had like a high energy call of that game. And I just felt like I was like, shut up, Tony. Like, please stop talking. This is like a really nervous game. Like, this is crunch time. Like, please just let me watch without you yelling. I'm like nervous enough as it is. And he's just yelling about how the Seahawks are doing this and that. And it's like, just stop them.
Yeah. Fair point. I used to like Pierre a little bit. I used to like Pierre Maguire a little bit. But, I don't know. I grew up to not care as much, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I probably should turn this down for copyright purposes.
I don't necessarily care too much about the whole thing. But yeah, I kind of miss like that old NBC Sports. It was just Pierre, Eddie, and Doc.
Oh, I miss that too. I miss that. Ooh, But Seattle's the favorite to get Julio Jones. We are off track as hell. How else would we do this shit? But
I said he goes to New England.
just to piss me off.
Well, not just to piss you off, but like I think it's a legitimate prediction because I feel like the Patriots are that kind of team that kind of does crazy things out of nowhere. Like you don't think they can do it, and they just pull it out of their ass.
I don't think the Patriots do it. If they were to do it, they would realistically be the only one that could do it because they can afford him both draft-wise and financially. But if you were to ask me realistically, first of all, from what I have heard, Julio could go as high as a second-round pick.
No.
You sure?
You need to give him a first.
He's not getting a first-round pick.
That's stupid.
He's not getting a first-round pick.
That's stupid.
Here's why. 32 years old. He's got a high cap hit. He hasn't had 1,000, to my knowledge, he hasn't had 1,000-yard season since 2017.
Has he really not? That's kind of tragic.
Crazy to think about that. He doesn't get in the end zone that much either. So, I mean, Joe Finn of NBC Sports Northwest said it best. You're looking at potentially a day 2 and a day 3 pick for Julio Jones.
Oh my God, it's picks the Rams actually could have.
And I wonder whose fault that is that. Thanks, Les Snead.
Thanks, Jared Goff.
Uh,
Hitting his ceiling way too early.
yeah.
Fantastic.
That's a fair point, actually. Oh man, I'm not for it. I'm not against it either. A potential Seahawk trade to get Julio Jones.
I'm against it.
Of course you are.
For obvious reasons.
Shocker. What a shocker. Jack, the Rams fan, division rival, is against the Seahawks trade to get Julio Jones. What a shocker.
Surprising.
Surprise. Oh my God, Boston. Ooh, icing.
I have my volume turned down low so that my audio doesn't leak into the mic.
Yeah.
But I can still hear the chants.
How's my microphone?
Yours is fine.
Nice, fine? Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. That's good. That's good. You need that. Buffalo Sabres got the first overall pick.
Thank God.
Good. I would have laughed my ass off if they did.
Yeah, I would have died laughing. I would have fallen off my chair laughing. Either that. Actually, knowing the rest of the top 3, I probably would have been pissed.
Didn't the Ducks get the second pick?
They got third.
They got the third, okay.
Second goes to Seattle.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that they get the second because it's spicy enough. Like, it creates that spicy, like...
It's like, cool, what are they going to do? It's exciting.
Yeah. Ooh, that almost went in. That was, like... It, like, adds that kind of, like, we don't really know what's going to happen factor. Like, they get to pick second overall. But had they gotten first overall, I would have lost my mind. I would have been like, we literally just experienced Vegas, an expansion team, go to the Stanley Cup final year 1 and basically have the NHL treat them like they're golden boys. And suddenly, it's like knowing what we had just gone through with an expansion team in our division, and now we have another one in our division. Had they gotten the first overall pick, I would have. I don't know what I would have done.
Well, I mean, the Kings aren't too far back.
No, I'm fine with 8th.
The Kings aren't too far back from a playoff berth, though. When you think about it,
That too.
they're not too far back.
Sometimes I wondered this season why they weren't calling certain players up from the AHL, and then I kind of remembered that I think this year they had a limit imposed on how many people you could call up and send down, or not send down, but how many people you could call up because of COVID.
Yeah.
Word is the NHL doesn't know 100% whether they will get back to a normal year next year.
Yeah.
This is fine. I think it's for a very obvious reason, because it's not like the MLB or the NBA where you can just take one team that's the one Canadian team and just have them play in the US for a season or two.
Fair point.
Because like again, those leagues, they only have one Canadian team. The NHL has 7. And
Should be 8 with Quebec.
I know. I think Quebec should have gotten the expansion instead of Seattle, but there's already way too many teams out east.
Seattle was coming from the get-go.
Yeah, I know.
Seattle was coming.
I know.
Because the thing is, I mean, Seattle was happening since they were expanding in the first place.
Darren Dreger, I hate to interrupt you. Darren Dreger just tweeted hearing 4-game suspension for Scheifele.
Ha! Dickhead. Should have gotten more. It was a bullshit hit.
Yeah, that was really stupid what he was doing.
Dipshit. Hit him clean, knocked the Canadians, or was it Evans?
Evans did not actually have to go to the hospital, though, is what they said.
Still.
It was still ridiculous. Like, you don't have to hit a guy that hard on an empty net.
Isn't Scheifele the captain of the Jets? Or is it Wheeler?
Good question. I think it's Wheeler. Let me check.
I could be wrong, because
it's Blake Wheeler.
Marchand penalty, here we go.
Anyway.
He smacked.
What were you saying before I interrupted you? I'm sorry. What were you...
Brad Marchand, 4-minute penalty, possibly 5-minute major for
not that.
For destroying Travis Zajac in the face.
Oh, I just saw that hit.
Yeah.
Did he draw blood?
It was bad. Just
we were talking about.
It's that one.
We were talking about Quebec, by the way.
Oh yeah, Quebec. Yeah, I'm disappointed Quebec didn't get an expansion team. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good hit.
You just
Marshy, come on,
fucking
man.
Marshy.
I like you as a player, but come on, man. How is that a 2-minute penalty? Oh look, a power play for the Islanders, a play where they will not score for shit. Wash, they're gonna score here. Damn it.
Again, like, I think the way the league is structured in terms of their teams is Quebec is... It's weird because, like, there's just way too many teams out east.
That would be a great rivalry, though, with Montreal. That'd be fantastic.
Bring back the Nordiques.
That'd be fantastic.
Like, first of all, if it was an expansion team in Quebec, it would have to be the Nordiques. 100%. Bring the Nordiques back. Bring back that logo, the igloo. Bring back the fleur-de-lis uniforms. Fleur-de-lis, however you say it.
Beautiful.
That would have been amazing.
Been fucking beautiful.
But yeah, again, there's just way too many teams out east.
Yeah, you could. Detroit's in the east, so you can move into the west.
Detroit actually moved from the west to the east when they, I think.
But still.
No, they're in the west still.
Detroit and Chicago used to be one of the great rivalries ever.
I think it was Columbus that I'm thinking moved to the east. Was it Detroit?
It was Detroit. It was Detroit. You're right.
I know Columbus moved.
No, Detroit moved from the west to the east.
Yeah, Detroit and one other team did. Or no, it was Winnipeg moving from the east to the west because they took Atlanta's spot for like the 2 years that they had, or the 1 year that they were.
What a dipshit franchise the Thrashers were.
Shameful. I was actually just talking to. They just confirmed, by the way, the 4-game suspension. I was just talking to a friend earlier today about this whole Atlanta thing and how it's kind of sad that Atlanta just has not been able to make it work with a hockey franchise.
No.
Like they had the Flames start in Atlanta and they relocated to Calgary. They had the Thrashers start out in Atlanta. They relocated to Winnipeg.
Well, Winnipeg was going to get a franchise regardless.
Sure. And
because the Jets started in Winnipeg.
Exactly. The Jets did start in Winnipeg, and then they became the Coyotes, but fans were angry with that. Like, they really, really, really wanted it. They actually, delayed it. They delayed it by a year because they wanted the Jets to stay so bad.
They were really pissed.
And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it was cool.
Before.
By the way, can you talk about this? What's a better home ice advantage than Winnipeg in home playoff games?
What do you mean?
The whiteout is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I love the whiteout.
The whiteout is beautiful.
It's incredible.
Oh, it's awesome. Canadian hockey fans know how to party, that's for sure.
Yeah, Canada does it better than anybody else. I mean, like, right now it looks a little bit worse because COVID and all, but, like, when we get back to having every team with a full capacity stadium.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Canada fans are going to go, like, hard. The Leafs Canadiens Game 6 was the first game in Canada with fans all year long. And now, like, Jets fans and Canadiens fans.
That's true. Ooh.
Show up finally in their arenas, and it feels like it did back when, like, the season was just starting in, like, Florida's crowd, basically.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
Florida and Arizona, like, they had their tiny ass crowds, but, like, it was better than most teams because most teams had no crowd. So
Blake Wheeler, by the way, is the captain of Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, I looked that up for you.
You did?
I said it was Blake Wheeler. Yeah.
Wow, I'm fucking stupid. My bad. God, I'm stupid.
I literally looked it up for you.
I got too distracted. I didn't hear you. I got too distracted by the bullshit on the TV. That was funny.
Listen, bro.
Well deserved. What happened? Varlamov is a streaky goaltender, though. He's very streaky.
Sure.
He can either pull up a 960 save percentage at will, or he could just flop. It's really weird. Charlie McAvoy's hurt, by the way.
Uh-oh.
That's no bueno. No, he's still back.
Hmm?
No, he's okay. He's okay. Charlie McAvoy's okay at the Bruins. Oh, boy. Who do you think is your final Stanley Cup Finals pick? We're just going to bullshit probably for most of the show, guys.
Yeah, we're watch partying this game.
We're
People
watch
are gonna show
partying
up
this
later,
game.
I think you said, so
Yeah.
it won't just be us the whole time, but we're, like, just...
It won't just be us the whole time. John will be joining soon. Yeah, John's going to be joining in a bit. I don't know when. Probably like the next 10 minutes or so. But yeah, watch party. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. Glorious. Glorious bullshit. Letty takes it around the trapezoid. Moves it back. Beauvillier fights it with Krejci. Then fights it with Smith. Mayfield with Taylor Hall. Then scrub away with Krejci, Nelson, Mayfield, and Hall. Nelson fights the puck away. Beauvillier blocks it. Now it takes it to Taylor Hall. Looks like I got a penalty here. Oof.
I will be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Good call, man.
It's time to BS.
Oh, yeah!
a U Stadium podcast.
Hey, John's here. Hey, dude, what's up?
Nothing much. Same old, same old.
John is here to relish in the Suns' glorious victory over the Lakers.
10:30 tonight.
Oh, it's exciting.
Uh,
Exciting.
First, before I rush into it, I'm just waiting for the confirmation and whether or not Anthony Davis will play. Might be a game time decision.
Yeah. I feel like no matter what, I feel like
But-
even with him in, they might not even win because he's going to be hobbled.
Yeah.
It's a
point.
Yeah, and there's just too many other things. Like, I never once feel this Laker roster just because I felt like the vets they had on the team last year were a big part for why they did good in the playoffs.
Sure, and a lot of them are not there anymore.
Yeah.
So, but just AD getting hurt again kind of fucked it all.
He's made of glass. Of course he's going to get hurt. By the way, Tampa Bay and Carolina. Oh, speaking of Carolina. Speaking of.
Oh, here we go. I've been seeing that in the commercial for the fucking Fan Choice Awards. Like all day long.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's fantastic.
Might see it again today. I don't know.
Who knows? It's wonderful. John, I want to get your thoughts. Julio Jones potentially going to be a Seattle Seahawk.
Doesn't solve the problems they have. Their receiver core is fine, but it will make them a more potent offense. But still
Their
not
defense
a
sucks.
Super
That's a
Bowl
good
team.
fucking point, actually. I didn't even think about that. Like their existing receiver core is insane
fine.
already.
Yeah, they don't need them. That doesn't
And
solve
unless
anything.
they're playing against Jalen Ramsey, but other than that, yeah, they're stacked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Jack. I'm a cocky Rams fan just because I have Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. Ooh. Ooh.
Why would I not be cocky about that?
That's a fair point.
You got Matthew Stafford.
Both players are arguably Defensive Player of the Years.
Donald probably could win it again.
Probably. Oh, boy. But, yeah, they don't need him. It will be nice to see Julio Jones, but they need defense.
No, Julio Jones does not fix the issues with the Seattle Seahawks.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And it definitely doesn't fix Pete Carroll being an idiot. So
Thank you.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Pete Carroll misused Julio Jones somehow.
Oh, he misused Jimmy Graham. Of course he's going to misuse Julio Jones.
and apparently, this is kind of a hot discussion on U Stadium. How apparently he misuses what's his name, Jamal Adams.
What? Who the hell
don't
is
know.
smoking crack here?
There was a whole debate about whether or not Jamal Adams is overrated.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
Their okay, let's understand this. Yes, he's overrated in coverage. He cannot cover a fly. He can't cover a Ryan.
Thank you.
He can't
Thank
cover.
You.
You're talking to a Seahawks fan. He can't cover a Tim Tebow pass to save his life.
I would only put him on the run.
He's great against the
This
run.
is exactly my point that I kept
Yeah, I would
making to
not-
people. Like
yeah,
people
like, I
were
don't
saying,
want
"Oh,
on
it's
field.
stupid. He shouldn't." I said he should be a linebacker instead of a safety, and people were like, "Linebackers and safeties still have to do the same things."
No, they
No,
Results-
don't.
don't.
The hell are you
results
talking
wise,
about?
No, they don't.
That's what
Who the
people
hell
told
said
me.
that?
No, they don't.
Who the hell said that so I can rant at them? Excuse me,
They
I
never
played
played
linebacker
football.
and I did nowhere near as much as a safety did.
Like my point being, like I don't care what a linebacker does and doesn't do. The results are night and day, but in between like pass coverage versus his pass rush.
Can I
He
make
rushes-
a joke here? Can I make a joke here?
Go ahead.
Do the Carolina Hurricanes away jerseys look like strawberry shortcake? They do. I can't. I can't get that out of my head now.
They did
do.
before. They
It's
did
funny.
before.
It's funny. It's pretty funny.
I'm just glad they replaced them, though. I know their owner, like legit, their owner,
Hated them.
like hated them, and it like got to the point where like he was making them wear red on the road because he hated their away jerseys.
Why? They look
Or
great.
he was having them wear the black jerseys.
They look
too
great
all the
now.
time.
The black jerseys are phenomenal.
Yeah,
Oh, the
I think
black
they
jerseys
should-
are great.
I think they also should have just made the black the primary and then made a road based on the black.
Hell
and used
yeah.
that logo.
Been great.
They had, I think the whole thing about the whole alternate jersey and why they went so hard on that one is because they had the logo. Because for those who don't know, the Hurricanes had an alternate logo where it was a single flag, like the red flag with the black box in it. That flag only means tropical storm. If you want the flags that mean hurricane, you need the double red flag with the black
Yes.
box.
This
So
is
they
true.
had to fix that mistake,
Yeah.
which is why it's a fixed mistake. It's a really weirdly shaped alternate logo. I'll say that, but it does fix the mistake, and the jersey goes hard.
Can I also make a debate here that Hurricanes Twitter is also the best hockey Twitter around?
Kings, or at least the Kings used to be. I don't really know about it anymore, but I don't. Kings Twitter definitely is pretty good though.
Kings Twitter is good. Kings Twitter is pretty good. What do you guys
It's not
think
as
of the...
glorious as it used to be, though. I remember when they won Game 1. When they won Game 1 against Vancouver, they made a tweet saying to everyone in Canada outside of BC, "You're welcome." This is when they beat the Canucks in Game 1 of 2012,
amazing.
and like that just blew up.
That was the collapse of Vancouver, that whole series.
Oh, John, what do you think of the Leafs basically collapsing in 3-1 over Montreal?
I saw it coming a mile away.
You saw it coming, so did I.
Everyone did. Who the hell didn't? This is the Toronto
Yeah,
Maple Leafs we're
me.
talking about.
Like, it feels like an inevitable at this point. Like, I'm convinced they'll never be good.
As soon as they went up 3-1, I was just like, watch them find a way to blow this.
Well,
To a Montreal team that was honestly not good. A Montreal team that only made the playoffs because of the division they were in.
Would I say not good or not? This is a good question because they got the Jets sleeping in Game 1. I'll say that much.
They
And
did.
Now that they did,
I
now
think they're
now
just
that
clicking at the right. It's the typical low seed hockey team clicking at the right time.
exactly.
It's what makes the playoffs the playoffs.
I mean, the Habs are a pretty good team this year. Granted, they did play in a pretty weird division.
yeah.
That
But-
division was very top heavy.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was. But you said they're clicking at the right time, and it's gonna get even better because now they're probably gonna get so pissed off about their guy. Who is it? Evans getting hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, and Winnipeg honestly didn't really have to do much about Edmonton because they probably just knew how to shut them down.
It's Edmonton.
Yeah, Winnipeg
Well,
kind of breezed
Speaking
through.
of the Oilers, I think we discussed this last week, Jack, about I mean, they're not going to trade McDavid. Duh. Draisaitl, though.
They probably should trade Draisaitl.
Would you consider trading Draisaitl?
They have to build a roster. They can't keep that contract on the books.
Yeah, that's the only thing about Draisaitl is his contract.
They
Jake
have to
Evans,
build a roster because right now the Oilers are 2 players
I don't-
and a bunch of garbage. And
I don't
then an
recommend-
okay defense.
I don't even know if I recommend holding on to Draisaitl, but with that contract, you can't let him go. You're
No.
stuck with him.
Yeah, that's why they have to let him go though, because they need to build out a roster.
That's true.
Where did they
That
pick him
roster-
draft again?
That roster never goes to the
I
playoffs.
don't know.
I for some reason I forgot that they actually did make the playoffs, but they got swept, so they're not in the lottery.
that roster won't win. That roster can sneak into the playoffs in the right circumstances, but it doesn't win the playoff round.
I got a trade for you guys. Montreal sends Carey Price to Edmonton for Leon Draisaitl. Who says no?
I say no.
Why?
Carey fucking Price.
Because it's in your division?
No.
No,
Not,
'cause
not.
you
I
don't trade
wasn't even
Carey
thinking
Price.
about that. I'm just saying Montreal would be stupid to give
You
up
don't
Carey
trade-
Price.
Do you
It's
know
not
what
the first
Montreal
time they
would've-
pissed off a goaltender,
Do you
Patrick
know
Waugh.
what Montreal would have been like in this whole last decade if Carey Price wasn't there?
Oof.
Carey Price put that team on his back year in, year out.
He got inspired by Jaro Halak.
He did. That's
Because
what
he was struggling in the early years, and Halak just had them on his back.
After that 2010 run by Halak, Price just something
Yeah.
clicked.
Price was like, "Oh,
One
that's how you
man.
play goalie," and then he started hauling ass.
One man single-handedly destroyed the Washington Capitals in one playoff round. Yaroslav Halak.
Yeah.
I will never forget that. Yaroslav Halak single-handedly beat the Washington Capitals in 2010. Single-handedly beat them.
He was a brick wall.
He could not be beaten that series.
Yeah, and they were. He took a lot of shots too.
Yeah, Montreal was not a great team in that series, but they just.
Halak was an incredible.
But when you have a good goalie, you're gonna get carried.
Oh yeah.
and like that
See
series,
Jonathan Quick
Halak-
twice for details.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
I'm not gonna say 2014. I think the Kings had a much better all-around team in 2014, but 2012, I mean,
Jonathan Quick single-handedly took you guys to the final.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly, 2014 it was really San Jose being completely incompetent for 4 games.
That too. But I mean, hey, not like I'm
They
complaining
take
about it.
it. It's San Jose. It's San Jose. So if there was a team who was going to do that, it would have been them.
Speaking of San Jose, Erik Karlsson. John's laughing his ass off right now because he knows.
What about Erik Karlsson now?
Oh my God! I never understood that contract when the Sharks signed him. $11.5 million per year for 8 years.
I never understood why he took the Sharks.
I
Like,
don't
what did he
understand
think?
that either.
Did he single-handedly think he was going to turn them around?
Oh, sure. Let's go to San Jose. Let's go to a team that has been historically bad at choking for the last 20 years.
And was in a decline with an aging roster.
I mean, he did as the notorious chokers the Sharks were. He was part of that Sharks roster that made Vegas look like, I don't even know an insulting name to call them, but for 2019 it was.
Yeah, and then for some reason in the next season it's just
Right back to normal for the Sharks.
Yeah.
just went back to earth.
Although
And
I mean, like they were out of the bubble because COVID and all, but still, like the Sharks weren't gonna make it regardless.
No, like that
Ooh,
roster.
I got a question for you guys. To shift away from hockey to the NBA. Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge shake up the Celtics front office.
They both needed to go. I don't know if Brad Stevens is qualified to do this job he does. He'll have to prove that he is. There's a lot of issues with that roster, and I wasn't really in love with his coaching this year, to be honest with you. I think his best role is to coach a young team with developing players. I don't think he can coach a team that wants to contend for a championship. And I don't know if he can run a front office either.
True.
Like, it could either go really good or it could go really, really bad. There's no telling.
Are we back now? By the way,
Yeah, we've been recording for like the last 15 minutes.
no, I mean the game.
No.
I switched to Carolina, Tampa. I didn't.
Oh, that's what I
know.
hear of them. That's Carolina, Tampa.
Ah. God. I gotta go to the city on Sunday.
I go to the city 3 times a week now, my man. It's terrible.
I don't blame you on that one. But yeah, I don't think the Celtics. I don't think Danny Ainge was the problem in Boston.
No, I don't like how that roster's made up.
That roster doesn't have a big man. It's all guard play.
God, but your guards are It's not really. It's
Oh!
for Jaylen Brown.
Cirelli just had the
Where they put him.
wide open net not seen since Kim Kardashian.
You know, the
Let me see
issue
this.
with,
I'm gonna
no,
see it right now.
issue with the issue with
Cirelli
the
had a
Celtics too
wide-
is,
I'm gonna see it right now.
You know what the issue with the Celtics is? Too much Marcus Smart.
There you go.
Too much Marcus Smart.
You have to pass that to Cirelli. Are you serious? He's
Yep.
wide open.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's more open than anybody being covered by
Kim Kardashian.
Jamal Adams.
Kim Kardashian. Sorry, Kim Kardashian. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was dissing Jamal again.
What?
I was dissing Jamal again. I said he's more open than anybody being covered by Jamal.
Oh, I didn't hear that. You see, you tend to forget I'm not irrational Seahawk fan. I'm rational fan. I actually know when we're stupid, when we're terrible or not.
So you're not basically the Seahawks themselves. Like the Seahawks, I feel like are kind of that team that,
organization.
like,
Yeah.
the organization tends to not know when they're terrible. Like it feels like they've needed a lot of pieces, a lot of new pieces for years now,
Patriot.
and they just don't do it. Like they still think they're the Super Bowl winning team, Legion of Boom, whatever you want to fucking call it.
No, they think they're the Patriots when they're really only a little better than like the Eagles or something.
Yeah, it's true.
They get good wins every once in a while, but like that's not good enough.
They get great wins every now and then.
Sure, every team does though.
They've also had some really bad losses year in, year out, like inexplicable losses.
True.
They lost to a Colt McCoy Giants team.
No, I don't count that. In my personal record book, I do not count that.
But that's like shameful.
So then, in my personal record book, I shouldn't count us losing to the Jets.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you still
also
lost to the Jets.
Shameful. But that's just as bad as.
But it's
losing
literally
to the
just
Colt
as
McCoy
bad.
Giants.
It might even be
No.
worse, honestly.
No,
It's
no, no,
worse.
No,
no,
the Jets might be worse. The Jets
It's
might
worse.
be
Colt
worse.
McCoy has not
because
been
the
relevant in 6 years.
And the Colt McCoy loss was shit.
No,
Don't
the
get me
Giants-
wrong, but there's
Yeah,
nothing like
Colt
losing to the
McCoy
Jets.
had nothing, and Colt McCoy didn't have much to do with that win. It was the Giants' defense played well. The Jets were a garbage team, more garbage than the Giants all year. And
the Rams
one of-
just walk in and think, "Oh, we're gonna fucking destroy these kids," and they just don't care. I've
That's
never
way worse.
like I still to this day have never seen a team just not care as much as the Rams in that game.
I couldn't believe it.
Whose fault was that? Good job, Rams. You single-handedly prevented the Jets from getting Trevor Lawrence. Good job. Good job.
Justin,
fucked.
AD is expected to play.
Who?
U Stadium just pushed it.
Oh, God. Please lose, Lakers, for the memes.
Fingers crossed that it'll be a game.
Please
I have a little
lose.
more. I have a little more optimism now. A little more.
Please lose for the sake of the memes.
The memes might never end. Remember when LeBron lost to Dallas that summer? That was like the early days of the internet memes and shit.
Never die.
It was beautiful. It was glorious. The glorious memes.
What's the best sports meme you've ever seen?
That's tough.
That's tough.
I'm not gonna call this one my favorite, but it's like it's just a picture of a Saints logo, and it says Blue Dat. Like when they blow a big game or something. I think they made it after the Minneapolis Miracle.
Oof. I can make an argument for Richard Sherman after the Malcolm Butler interception. Damn it. You're going to get so many noises out of me. It's unbelievable.
It's gonna be that kind of night.
What?
It's gonna be that kind of night.
Yeah. Pretty much. It'll be I mean, I dislike Boston either way, but
Yeah, fuck them.
fuck them. Fuck all of them. Nah. I'm Boston. I'm a so-called city of champions. Nah. I'm full of scumbags. Nah. Sorry, Jim.
Hey, I'm going there in a few weeks.
Oh, Boston's a bunch of dirtbags.
By the way,
I think you'd
I
know why I'm
like
going
to
there.
weigh in on this whole like, is the city of champions LA or Tampa Bay?
What? Where the
Tampa
hell was
Bay-
New York in this?
No, like in recent years, I mean.
Okay, in recent
In
years.
recent
Okay.
years, like in 2020, basically, because like the Jets, or not the Jets, the fucking Lightning.
Both have 2 champions.
You have the Lightning and the
Bucks.
the Buccaneers winning their championships. You have the Rays making it to the finals. But then the
World Series.
Dodgers and the Lakers won theirs. I'm sorry, but the Dodgers and the Lakers mean more to Los Angeles than the Bucks and the Lightning will ever mean to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because they're part of the city's identity. Because Los Angeles has always been a Lakers town, always been a Dodgers town.
Exactly.
Yeah, good point.
Like
Yeah,
I
like how-
I
it's like how
live
the
there and I like
Yankees
root
are
for
a
like
big
every
part of
team
New York.
basically from LA, but it's always been like Lakers Dodgers or
Last
like
time I
Yeah, those are the
checked,
2
New York.
biggest.
Last time I checked, New York has got like 40 championships. So fuck you.
Dude, there's so many teams.
How long ago were they though? That's the question.
Eh.
That's
So what
another
was
one
the
of my
most-
favorite memes,
what was
by
the
the way.
most
It's like a
recent one?
sign somebody made. It was like saying how
Tell me
many
about it.
Yankees fans does it take to change a light bulb?
27.
They don't change the light bulb. They just talk about how good the old one was.
This is true. This is a fair point. I mean, but I can also speak this as someone who grew up in a family of Met fans.
The Met fans reminisce about 86 like crazy.
I mean,
And the older ones, it's 69.
I mean, the way it's going in the MLB right now.
wait. About what year, John?
69.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, with the Jet fans, there's like a lot of older Jets fans who hang on to 1969.
Nice.
Who won the Stanley Cup that year?
Who won the Stanley Cup in 1969?
Not
Not sure.
I
think
want
it
to
was
say
Montreal.
I think it was.
I want to say
Boston or
Montreal. but
Montreal?
could be
It was
wrong.
Boston. I think it was
Montreal
Boston.
won half the cups back then.
Because Boston was 19. Because St. Louis went to like 3 straight finals, from 67 to 69.
It was the Habs. I just googled it. I was
Yeah,
right.
good for you. Really? Damn.
You mind Montreal won like a ton of cups.
They've won
24 to be exact. 24.
One
Yeah.
officially before the league was a thing, but they were handing out the Stanley Cup before the NHL, so
It was like the Stanley Cup. It was the Stanley Bowl or some shit.
it was like the Challenge Cup or something. I don't even know.
I
They
don't
count
know.
it. Montreal
Lord
counts it.
Stanley's, whatever.
May we sacrifice 16 teams to the Almighty Lord Stanley. Amen. Don't you fucking dare score. I'm gonna lose my shit and throw shit at my TV. I will scoop literal shit from a donkey shit, and throw it at my TV. It will stink for days, but it will soothe my rage. John, how you doing?
Oh, I'm watching hockey.
You're watching hockey, so am I.
Yeah.
What a
Hey,
coincidence.
so am I.
Yeah. who
Jack
would've
is
thought?
watching hockey in his fucking bowl haircut.
Who would've thought?
Jim Carrey's back, boys.
Jim Carrey's back, boys. Here we go. Woo! Score! Ah! Damn it. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Yeah, this will probably just be like a watch party until Mike gets here. Whenever the hell he gets here.
What else do we talk about?
I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, yeah, Naomi Osaka. I forgot about her. You don't remember her?
Say that
There
again?
you go.
Naomi Osaka, who withdrew from the French Open.
What about her?
No?
No.
I don't know what you're asking.
What do you guys think of the situation that happened with the French Open?
Wasn't she like Wasn't she like being like pressured by the media or something, and it was like
She
a
was being
mental health
pressured.
issue?
No, she was being pressured by the media, and she deals with social anxiety and depression. So she wanted to withdraw to prove a point that, hey, listen, there's more to life than just sports. Well, she's right.
This is true.
She's right.
You need if you need to advocate for mental health any way you can.
Thank you.
Yeah. So she was right for it.
Yep.
Honestly, sometimes the
I think she
media
did the right
sports
thing.
goes way too far with things too.
She did the right thing, but you also got these scumbags at ESPN saying that, oh, what else were we supposed to do? Knit fucking sweaters instead of doing our jobs? Sorry, listen. You're not wrong for that sense. But, like, be considerate for, like, one's mental health.
Think of
Exactly.
like all the bullshit questions that come
If
up,
mentally
like,
I
some
was
players
happier doing something else than playing sports, I'd probably just do the other thing.
Yeah, sure.
Like, yeah, there have been times before when I've chosen to like not watch a game or something as a fan, because like, and people will be like, "Oh, you're disloyal. You're not watching this team." I'd rather not lose my shit.
Yeah, like I wanted to watch the 2018-19 Rangers.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not watch quite a
The
few
Rams
games
in
that
2019, basically, or not the Rams in 2019. I actually endured most of those games.
year. Good for
Probably-
you.
Probably the Kings last year. I'd say this past season.
I understand that.
Like there are times when people will be like, "Oh, you're not a loyal Kings fan. You're not watching every last game." No, I would just rather not break something every time I watch the team play.
Yeah, you'd
That's
rather
all.
not have to buy a new TV every time
Yeah.
to watch them play.
Like, I'm not a loyal Seahawk fan by any stretch, because I can't realistically get all their games on here. But
That doesn't make you a disloyal fan. That's just
Thank
like
you.
an
You're
obstacle
out
you
of
can't work
market.
around.
And to say, and like, listen, there are a lot of people at U Stadium who think I'm a dickhead of a Seahawk fan by saying the things that I say. Okay, listen. When you watch this team the way that I do, and then watch every other team succeed at the thing you're supposed to be good at, we got the problem here, folks. We got a problem here. Barzy, shoot. Oh my god.
Something else I'll say to that point as well. Like you say a lot of like angry things, I guess, at the Seahawks.
I say a lot of stupid shit. Let's be clear. I say a lot of stupid shit, but I know I'm right.
But here's the thing. You're like angry and passionate and yelling about it because you care.
Yeah, because I give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if what I say is stupid about the Rams. Like I don't care if what I say is stupid or what I say is like just sounds like a knee-jerk overreaction or something like that. I go crazy about the team because I want them to do good.
Yes. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I know
I don't hate the team. I'm not disloyal to anybody. I just don't want them to lose.
I'm the same in that sense because listen, when I trash on Pete, I don't trash Pete Carroll the coach. Even though he can be a bit of a dick cheese.
Pete Carroll.
I trash the executive, Pete Carroll. I trash the executive. What's up, John?
The terrible executive.
Thank you.
I'd say he's as a coach.
I don't even know he's the best. No.
He's the vice president of football operations for the Seattle Seahawks. Chuck Arnold, I believe. I could be wrong here. Hold on, let me look this up here. Seahawks president of football ops. Chuck Arnold.
There you go.
Chuck Arnold is the president of football operations for the Seattle Seahawks. You're welcome.
Question answered.
Yeah.
Still better than Dave Gettleman.
Ah.
Dave Gettleman is a meme.
Yeah, he's the GM of my favorite team.
He's such a meme that like people were. I'm pretty sure it was Gettleman, where people were like, it was somebody with the Giants. Like he was sick during the virtual draft, but like he was he had to. Like doctors told him to wear a mask, it wasn't COVID, but he was like at the virtual draft wearing a mask because doctors told him he should, and everybody was like memeing on him, like, you don't have to wear a mask, it's a virtual draft.
This is true.
It was kind of funny. I did feel bad for him a little bit, but it was kind of funny because like it wasn't COVID, but doctors just told him he should wear a mask, so he did.
I have very little sympathy for David Gettleman after watching him manage my team.
Oof. I got a good discussion for you guys.
All right.
Let me go find it. I have it written down in my notes. Did you guys see the USFL is back?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I did.
What year are we in? Are we in 1986?
You know, we've been through other leagues.
Here's
now
the
it's
thing.
USFL turn.
I want to be hyped about this. I really do.
I'm
And
not.
I think it's cool, but it's a flash in
Another
the
league.
pan.
It's just another league.
It is just another spring league that is
You
doomed.
know, come and go.
However, I got something for you guys. What if this is an attempt at the NFL to buy them to make a minor league system?
No.
Ooh.
I mean, that would be cool and all,
That'd be
but
great.
I feel like the NFL's fine keeping things as is.
what's it called? I know Fox has ownership in this league. Like Fox themselves were involved in, like Fox Sports were involved in bringing it back. They're gonna broadcast the game.
There's Salah. There he is. What's up, Rob? What's up, Coach?
New York Jets head coach Robert Saleh, who is thankfully no longer in the NFC West.
You're welcome. By the way, a lot of people disrespect me for saying, "Oh, I root for the Jets and the Seahawks." No, you're such a dickhead. Really? I'm from New York, asshole.
It's two separate conferences.
I'm from New York, you asshole.
Plus, you only get Jets games over Seahawks games. most of
Thank
the time.
you. Thank you.
Might as well watch the ones you can watch.
Yep,
Oh, geez, they're fighting people. Holy shit. Johnny, you watching this shit?
I am.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Great.
It is beautiful.
Playoff hockey.
Playoff fucking hockey, boys.
Dude, this is nice and chippy.
We got fights, boys. We got fights.
No, I love how they're all just like beat the crap out of each other.
Pasternak, bad penalty. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh.
NBC Sports just tweeted, "What's the first sports jersey you've ever owned?"
I can tell you, actually.
So can I.
I can tell you. It was a custom Islander jersey. It was a custom Islander jersey, but the first one with the name on it, Jesus, was probably Cordell Stewart. With the
My
Steelers.
first was a Kings jersey. It was not custom because I was like what 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old, something like
Yeah,
that. And
that's true.
it had like the old like coat of arms style logo on the front.
Nice.
My first jersey was a Ranger jersey bought at MSG, and it was Jaromir Jagr, and it was
That's a good
first
Ranger
grade.
jersey too.
Yeah,
And
a
it was
Yager
a
Rangers
youth-
jersey is a
but
good
it was
one.
a youth jersey, so it's pretty much nothing now.
Can we? I got a good question
I want
for
to
you
find
guys.
a Yager Ranger
Go for it.
jersey that's like a
Um, Do you disrespect people that have two teams in terms of a sport that they're a fan of?
No,
Nah.
I don't disrespect them. You can
Thank
root for whoever
you.
you want. You can root for 2 teams if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But because like I know somebody who there's this hockey website I follow, and the guy who runs it is a hardcore Tampa Bay Lightning fan.
yeah.
But he lives in Seattle.
Okay, nothing
And
wrong with that.
so Seattle's getting an expansion team. So he said he already has season tickets for
Yeah,
the
of course,
Kraken.
it's going.
Of
to
course
live
he
hockey.
does.
And it's
live
like, yeah,
hockey.
because like you finally get hockey in your hometown. Of course you're gonna watch that. And he said
Which-
he's still going to root for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but like you might as well root for the Kraken because you have a home team finally.
And it's an opposite conference, so it's not really hard.
That
to
too.
root.
Oh, you fuckers! Score, you dick cheeses! My grandmother, who's dead, can score better than you guys.
I'm not necessarily saying I do.
Oh! Continue.
I'm not necessarily saying I root for two teams in the same league. Like, I'm only gonna ever root for the Rams in the NFL. I'm only ever gonna root for the
It's one
Kings
of
in
the
the
things
NFL. But
that's
it's like,
understandable.
Yeah, like I'm getting the Islanders logo on my bicep and the Seahawks logo on the other bicep, because I can.
Yep.
Which, by the way, John, would be an impressive. Which would, by the way, look fucking awesome.
Well,
It would look fucking great. The two tattoos on my biceps be great. Just showing the guns off. Yeah. Finally, he shoots and a glove save by Tuukka Rask. Jesus Christmas Christ.
sir, Boston's so different in the playoffs sometimes.
Fuck him. By the way, Tuukka Rask is going to be the next goaltender for the Seattle Kraken.
yeah.
Either that or Braden Holtby. Either one of those two.
I'm not gonna jump in and say it's gonna be Quick.
I was going to say my third choice.
I know the Kings are not going to protect Quick over Cal Peterson.
That was going to be my third guess, Jonathan Quick.
Yeah, but like he's old. I don't think the Kraken.
Yeah, I feel like
the same thing with Marc-Andre Fleury.
I'd rather take Tuukka Rask or Braden Holtby than Jonathan Quick right now.
By the way, Tuukka Rask was a former prospect of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And like somebody who
and they trade him for Andrew Raycroft.
As somebody who is a hardcore Kings fan, I would rather they protect Cal Peterson. I love Quick. He will forever be my all-time favorite goalie.
Yeah, it's about the future now.
Cal Peterson's the goalie of the future. Quick is getting old. He's not playing. Like he'll pull out a vintage performance out of his ass every once in a while, but it's not enough.
The man won 2 Stanley Cups.
If they want to contend,
there to stay.
If they want to contend, though, they need Cal Peterson.
That's true. Commercials are weird.
They are.
Commercials are weird.
I personally don't care for most of them.
Yeah, I see a lot of car commercials that bug me because it's like trying to promote something else that isn't the car.
Yeah.
I don't need to know about all this crap when if I'm trying to buy a car. Like if you're supposed to sell me a car, I don't need to know about all this other stuff.
There you go. By the way, do tennis players every time they hit the ball sound like they're having an orgasm?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm serious. It's fucking great.
The sad thing is, I know you're not joking.
I'm not joking.
I know.
I'm not. I've made this joke before.
Now the beach volleyball players at the Olympics too.
Oh yeah. God bless beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball is actually really fun to watch, though.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun to play too.
Can't say I've played it before, but it'd be fun to give it a try.
Whew. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and wait for Mike to get on later on the show, guys. Be right back.
It's time to BS.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Dan.
Did you know that Rob Van Dam's wife is a porn star?
I don't know that. How did I miss this thing? And what's her name? You know what? Go Google. I'm going to Google this thing.
A U Stadium podcast.
Mike is here. Hey,
What
Mike,
up?
what's up? How you doing, Mike?
Doing well, just trying to get all these recordings figured out.
You'll be fine. It happens, you know. Shit happens. John had to step out, so in his place comes Mike.
What's up, everyone?
This is basically going to probably be a live chat of, Paul Mary had it. Almost.
Can't get rid of me, though.
Yeah, basically it's been that way for the entire episode, where I'm just You'll get my full-on debaggery in today's episode as the Islanders face Game 3. And penalty? How was that not a penalty? Bullshit. Bullshit. What was that? Oof. Oof. But, Mike, what's new? How you doing?
Getting closer to Friday. I do know that.
Hey, there you go, Friday. Today is Friday here on the Unhinged Sports Network, though. Your daily dose of bullshit. Woo!
My show just should be wrapped up from today's episode.
Yeah, fun show.
Unhinged Sports Network. Excellent show last night. Or
show.
today, if you're listening to it live, last night during recording, however you want to look at it.
You recorded it. You're not listening even on the day of recording. So.
But excellent show today with recording show, however you want to look at it, with Whitney and Michelle.
Good shit.
From the Girls Throw 2 podcast. Pretty freaking hilarious chicks, by the way.
All right, here we go. Scott Mayfield sends the puck in to Grizzly. Clutterbuck with a good hit. Back to Taylor Hall. Nice move by David Krejci. Mayfield to Letty. To Zizekas. Back to Martin. Clutterbuck trailing. You'll basically get my full-on assholeness here today. I've been... Jack can attest to this. I've been screaming at Matt Barzell to shoot the puck for the last...
I don't know about screaming, but you definitely have been wanting him to shoot.
He hasn't shot the puck. Oh, are we going to get a penalty?
Probably.
Matt Carl just got hurt. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Where's John at?
John left. John had to go do some shit.
Lazy bum.
Yeah, he is a lazy bone. Not a bum, but he's a bun. He's a bone.
Nah, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He's very chill.
He just hates the Lakers.
Yeah, he does.
Mike, oh my God, he's getting ready for tip off in an hour.
Suns so that explains why then.
Suns Lakers game 6. Ooh, commercials. Bullshit commercials. Mike, how's the weight loss journey going?
Going pretty well, dude.
How's the team working out for you?
Actually is actually working, helping out quite a bit. It's quite amazing.
Good shit.
Quite amazing. I've noticed I'm not as much out of breath when I do some certain kind of obstacles at work, but nonetheless, I've noticed a difference. I'm not where I'm at, but it's a start, so. How is your weight loss going?
Not too bad. I've been doing a lot of fasting. Jack is not doing well because he's just at McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm failing already.
Is Clutterbuck going to get a penalty for boarding?
I would hope so.
Carlo got a face full of glass. And it was clean. I don't want to hear anything about it. By the way, Wilson sucks. Tom Wilson, not Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson sucks.
Yeah. By the way, Mike, we discussed this on your show for a little bit. What do you think of Julio Jones potentially being traded? He's not going to Seattle.
Well, he's not going to Seattle. If anywhere he goes, it's going to be Tennessee. I really kind of want to see him trade. I want to see him and Pitts together.
And
that's
going
to be a duo.
Oh. It'll be glorious. But Shannon Sharp fucked this up. It was all Shannon Sharp's fault.
Well, of course.
He fucked up. He absolutely fucked up.
I don't know what he did, but what did he do?
He called Julio Jones on live TV without telling him, hey,
Yeah.
you're on the air.
He did not tell him he was on the air, and then Julio openly said he wanted out of Atlanta without telling him he was live.
dang.
Fucking Shannon Sharp.
By the way, you want to talk about clout chasing? That's clout chasing right there. Hear that, Graham? That's clout chasing. What a schmuck. Yep. Oh, with the pass. Varlamov is keeping them in this game. He is keeping them in this game, guys. Oh my god. Fucking beautiful. I think it's just going to be the whole show where I'm just going to be bullshit deep
Praising. What's his name? Praising Varlamov.
The Church of Varlamov. Not as good as the Church of Wallstrom, but close enough. Oh, they're shutting down Boston's top line, though. They're shutting them down. Which is beautiful. They need to do that. Speaking of shooting, there we go. Woo! It's amazing how they only have 16 shots on goal. And Hall missed it. If Hall gets his stick on that puck, it's a 2-0 game. It's probably going to be a 2-0 game. Holy hell. Holy hell.
It's tight. It's definitely a really tense one.
It's so intense. I love it. I love it. Bizarre. To Dobson. Good save by Varley. Mike, if you ever took a trip to New York, would you, if Nassau Coliseum was still hosting Islander games for the next 5-6 years, would you want to go to one?
Well, of course.
Well, what do you say is like a historically great arena or sports venue that you could go to that does no longer exist? That's a good topic, actually.
That actually is a pretty good topic.
Original Yankee Stadium would be up there.
Yeah, the first Yankee Stadium would be up there, yeah. I got one.
Three River Stadium, Veteran Stadium.
Veteran Stadium to the Eagles' heyday. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Like the 90s Eagles when the Reggie White defenses.
Yep.
Yep. That's a good one. The Forum over in Los Angeles.
That still exists.
Still exists.
You gotta do concerts there now.
Do concerts? Alright, it's fine. Yeah.
It's just overshadowed completely by SoFi Stadium now, but it does still exist.
That's true. The Astrodome.
That also does still exist. No longer.
Yeah, I think the Astrodome does it. Yeah.
The Astrodome's around, but no longer hosts sporting.
It doesn't host shit. Honestly, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's just a fossil.
They need to do something with it. I feel like.
Yep.
I don't want them to demolish it.
Yeah, they should.
But like, isn't it ridiculous how like they had the Houston Oilers playing there for the longest time?
By the way, the Oilers should still be around. I'm sorry.
And when they left, that hurt the Astrodome's chances of really surviving.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Texans come in, but of course they build a stadium right next to the Astrodome when they have every possible ability to save it. It's just decide, no, we're going to build a stadium right next to it.
Sure, you could save a lot of money by not building a new stadium.
I mean, this Energy Stadium or whatever it's called now is great.
Reliance Stadium, I think, yeah.
Reliance Stadium, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. It's the same shit.
Something like that. Same brand, probably. But regardless, Astrodome. Come on.
Yeah, the Astrodome was better, especially during the '70s Oilers. What's another good one? Rogers Arena, the old Oilers, the old Edmonton Oilers Arena. What was it? Rogers Place.
Rexall Place.
Rexall Place. Thank you.
Rogers Arena is the current one. Or no, that's the Canucks. I think Rogers Place now is where the Oilers play.
That's true. The Maple Leaf Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. The Forum in Montreal. The Montreal Forum.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I don't know. To me, I mean, I've been to the old Yankee Stadium. I've been to Shea. I've been to Citi Field twice. But the Kingdome was a dump. I never been to the Kingdome because I was never born. When the Kingdome was, the Kingdome was still around when I was born, but still, it was, I want to go to Lumen Field eventually. Or the old, are you kidding me?
2-0?
A bad penalty by Josh Bailey. Let's see what we got here. What's another good one? Shit. Old Soldier Field. The Silver Dome. Ooh, the Palace of Auburn Hills. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Shit. I don't know. Giant Stadium was still around. Back in New Jersey. I'd have loved to go there. It was a terrible building, but for its time at least. I mean, so was Nassau. Nassau Coliseum is still a dump.
Joe Louis Arena, that was a dump.
Joe Louis Arena was a dump, but it was Detroit's dump.
Exactly. Just like it's kind of the same thing with the Islanders right now. Nassau's a dump, but it's your dump for at least the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting. Tell me, this is a great tattoo. I'm getting the coordinates to Nassau Coliseum with a shading of the old building tattooed on my upper arm.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna find a way to do that. I shall find a way to do that. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Ooh, ratio. Nah. I hate that stupid meme.
That's funny though when like an idiot gets ratioed.
Nah. Ratio. Nah. What is that stupid meme? Where is it? Mike, did you see the newest episode of BS Sessions?
I have not. I will give it a check out tomorrow.
Volume 21 is Volume 21 Honduran. Coach Kurt Hines.
Really?
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'll definitely check it out.
Woo! Woo! Wait a second. Talking a few. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. We'll finish up after this game. We'll finish recording. Actually, you know what? We're gonna stop here because we're dragging.
We are dragging a little bit.
We've been dragging for the last hour and a half.
Just had to get that hour and a half in there.
Rightfully so. Yes, this is true. Can't argue that one. All right. J-Dash Morning Show, you're fucked. As Goldberg says, you're next. That's what I wanted to talk about with you, Mike. The WWE releases. Did you see?
No,
So Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Buddy Murphy, Lana got released, and so did Braun Strowman.
Wow. He'll be picked up pretty quick.
Braun will be picked up quick. Aleister Black is very talented. He'll be picked up. Jack, I don't know if you're into wrestling or not.
Not really.
Damn it, you should get into it.
I saw Mark Henry, even though he's going to be more of an advisor, he got picked up by AEW.
By the way, Bear Brunson of AEW's Bear Country, he works out at my gym.
Nice.
It's awesome. He's a chill guy, too. He's so chill. Don't you fucking dare score, Boston. I will end you. What a save. 30 seconds on the power play. Boston. Jesus, the Islanders are shutting the defense keeping them in this game.
I thought we were
Patrick.
dragging.
Go, Pager. Go. Shorty.
Are we still
Shorty.
dragging?
Go, Pager.
Are we still dragging?
I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. All right. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of Time to BS Podcast. We have a new show coming in the works. So we announced it on BS Sessions, the last episode of BS Sessions, so I figured we would talk about it now. Coming soon is a brand new show dedicated to the realm of music. We've announced it on BS Sessions already, but I figured we would announce it now. Coming soon is Smooth Radio, where we talk about music, and more music. So I figured we would announce it now. I think I'm going to get in trouble for that. I hope not.
Fingers crossed.
Well, you'll find out pretty quick.
I will find out very quickly. But, I don't know. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you guys next week. Peace.